Alright everybody, welcome back, and I believe we are on episode 16 of Project Ozone 2 Kappa mode, and as you can see my inventory is rather full, but in the meantime let me show you what's been going on. So, we've been working on our mana, and that has given us enough to make 9 TerraSteel, which we saw in the Britannia episode, which I think was the last one. So that's a good start on the TerraSteel, and we're going to use that later on to turn into the block as TerraSteel, which if we look at the uses of that, we can start getting some into the magical crops seeds with these infusion stones. These do your essences, and these can be used for, we'll just have a quick look. Yeah, on the altar to make coal seeds or quartz or anything along those lines. The more rare the resource, the further down this line we have to go. And that is obviously why we've been collecting the Minicio essence. I've also upgraded all these drawers, so we're now 100,000 odd lapis, 100,000 redstone, gold. So we're alright for resources, and I have also upgraded our mob farm to include conveyor belts rather than fans and made it a lot bigger. So now we are getting 133 levels there, but we're getting mob drops galore now, so that is good stuff. What we like for Minicio there, 8,000. That sounds like a lot, that is going to vanish, believe me. 75 emeralds, 400 redstone, 100 gold, a few hundred iron. So we've got resources coming in from everywhere we look, but actually I need to grab some string from there, and I need to put a block in that hole. Let's go and do that, because that'll be affecting the mob rates. There we go. And what we like here, we have 1 sextuple compressed cobblestone from all of that, which has been constantly running since we started. That's all we've managed to get. Are you going to go in? Nailed it. Alright, so that's sorted that out. So did I grab the string? So what we've got here, I hear you asking, we'll get the string in a minute. We are going to be making another rancher, because we're going to be looking at some crazy power gen. And here we have our LPG cow, which we're going to ranch into a drum. And the goal is to be filling one of these with LPG buckets. So we're going to need 8 high temp, which needs 8 furnace, which means we need 8 of those. So resource heavy, not a great deal of crafting, but we do need to address that, which isn't the end of the world. So first off, we need a drum to store all our LPG. Ooh. There's our drum. Now we want 8 of you. Done. And now we want 8 of you. Done. Now we want 8 of you. What we're missing? 40 iron. More furnaces, I think I just saw. So we need a stack of compressed cobblestone. Let's grab you. What's this going to equate to? There's our stack of cobblestone. Let's fire that off then. Oop, wrong one. I haven't made the furnaces. Now I have. Now we have that. So now we need to work on this transfer node energy. So it's 4 gold, a breadth, and some 4 transfer nodes. 4 gold, a breadth. Have we got any transfer nodes left? We have 1. Let's make some more of those up. Stone, chest, ender pearl, and a pipe. Have we got any stone? We haven't. Go and grab some LPG for that. Need an ender pearl. We already had a stack of stone, a chest, wasn't it? So that should be enough for 4 of those, which means we should be able to go over here. Cook up one of those. Now then, was this recipe? It's just a normal crafting recipe. So that is our power gen, and now we need our rancher. If I can spell properly. There we are. So we can get rid of all this cobble. Put this cobble back, then we'll go and set up our rancher, which is going to need some power, so it might have to power itself. So I believe if we go like so, then if we put something like that, might need one of those tanks. Now I don't think this tank was actually being, yeah, fluid tank. We need a fluid tank. So that is tungsten, glass and dark iron bars. Dark iron bars, glass. Should have plenty of tungsten left still. We do. That's that sorted, so this should now be able to, that's gonna pull from there, from the rancher, and it's gonna push into that drum. So we just need to grab a solar panel to get that going. That's now working away. So that's going to now fill with LPG, and that is actually going to with another one of these fluid tanks, I believe. Although, can we be clever? So that's going to fill that, but also, can I put an empty bucket in? And have it go into here? That's the question. No, so far it's just pushing it into here. So let's knock that away. Let's see what happens with this empty bucket. So now we have a full bucket. So can I push into there? There it is. So now we have 3,200 RF for 40 seconds. So that actually needs to be push-pull, so it gets the bucket back. There's the bucket, pull, back in. Brilliant. Now if we also put that there, any surplus should go into here. Just what I'm thinking. You're about to run out of ticks. How are you for fuel? Yeah, that looks like we're going to have a surplus. So it can't put it into here, so it should put it into here. And it has done. Perfect. So that's our energy concerns done for now. And I was actually just going through the quest book for rattling some more quests off. So this should also finish this quest line, which I'll show you in a second. Just basic crafting this just to get these windmills out the way. That should be the end of that quest line. Wait for the pop-up. If it's going to pop up. We have an unclaimed quest, and there it is. It's just wind turbines, just basic crafting. 4 of those around one of those, which is 4 of those around one of those, which is 4 of those around a bit of jug. So it's nothing crazy. Let's go ahead and claim our reward. Another basic bin. Getting sick of them. I'm probably not going to use that, so that can go in there. So yeah, we're at a point now where we're starting to make all the power. So what I'll probably do is move our lasers up here, because that will show us, that will lead us onto a basic machine frame recipe. So we're going to need tons of capacitors, glass, invar and energetic alloy gears, which is iron gears. Which I think there is an iron recipe for. Let's have a look. Yeah, so 5 iron. We'll go ahead and make one of these up before we move. So now it's time to go and get the iron out the mob system. Like so. So how many machine frames have we got? Let's work this out. We've got 7, so well, let's do 2 of these. So we want 2 iron gears. Which we need to surround with this. That's 2 of you. We want 2 glass. We want 8 invar. Have we cooked any invar up yet? We have 4. We haven't got any in block form. So invar is ferrous and iron. It's 2 iron for every 1 ferrous. So can anyone see ferrous there? So if we cook 64, we want 32. It's a shame I haven't got any. That's 21. That's 33. Here comes our invar. $8, so we only want 16, I believe. 1, 2, 3. that's it. That's the end of our alloy making. So if we go to our lasers, which we will move shortly, but we can now say, what I'll probably do is make some more of these tables. What we're missing. Four glass, so we need more glass. That is easy. If we look in the right place. So that's 2 machine frames cooking up, but these 500,000 RF, so we are going to want lots and lots of lasers up there, I believe. So we'll probably move all our machinery up there. Might shave off that cliff edge, but a big laser assembly, because this should be, yeah, we have loads of power now. Or could run the cables down and have it all here. That might not be a bad idea. Whoa, 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 whoa. He's out. He's out. Back off, cow. Back in your den. Oh well. We'll deal with you later. So that looks like they're done. They are. So that opens up pulverizers. Which wants a reinforced, so it can have any one of these. So we've got machine frame, 2 copper gears. So we're going to start needing gears, something chronic, very soon. Oh, I might get this ferrous cooking and turned into block form. Let's go and get that, otherwise that's just going to annoy me. We're going to have to fill our jetpack up. So now we're into the pulverizers and stuff like that, we can actually start working towards, which is where I want to get to, the ring of flight. So this is creative flight, which means we don't need power for the jetpacks, etc. Now that's nice and simple. We'll come back to that. Flux electrum is relatively simple. Electrum, redstone and pyrotheum in an alloy smelter. Nothing too crazy there. These flux crystals. So we're going to need a fluid transposer to put redstone into diamond. To get destabilized redstone, we are going to need a magma crucible. So that's 2 machine frames. Same for this elevation unit. So there's lots of crafting, but nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy there. That's just gold and red alloy. More fluid transposing. Electrotine. Electrotine. Right, we are going to need electrotine. So maybe the first thing we start working on what? 40 blocks. Okay, so it looks like the hardest thing for us to get dirt chest. Looks like the hardest thing for us to get is the electrotine. So what I will need to do is it sand or is it dust? sand. We're going to need to get a load of sand onto our automatic sieve setup. Once I've cleared all this out of the way. Where did all that go? Down here. Up we go! We've lost another one, have we? No. There. I've seen it. So we'll close this off. We will move that up to the cow. Grab our axe. Don't need you there anymore. So this is getting power or not. Why is that not getting power? Okay, so we'll probably have to move that up. Can I see the sieve? Can I, Eckers? Has the sieve gone in there? No, where did the sieve go? We lost our sieve. Oh, that's frustrating. Looks like we have to make another sieve then. Apart from the fact that it's behind it. So what we'll do is we will go up here, we will pull power off this. We can always make more of this cable, so I'm not too worried about spending it all. I'll probably come down here, so my plan is I'll shave off this. Where's the end of the wall? It's tucked in there, okay. We'll shave off this, what's the word, edifice? If that's not the right word, it is now, because I like it. We'll go down here. Along the top, we'll come around here, we'll get rid of this cow and we'll start setting up our electricity stuff over there. So yeah, that's probably going to be in the next episode because we are running out of time today. So we don't really want to be using any of this old stuff anymore. Now we've got our Ender IO on the go. I think, let's have a look where we are in here. We'll start working down this to, yeah, there's the fluid transposer. So we're going to have to probably make some of these machines. We've got some of these alloys made. This sort of stuff here gets made as we're making this. So next time you see me, we'll hopefully have made some progress down this area. And we'll see where that gets us. So thank you ever so much for watching. I'm away for a long weekend. I managed to get tickets to see Ricky Gervais in Edinburgh, so probably won't be seeing anything from me for a couple of days, but I'll be back when, what, Monday 9th, 10th, somewhere around the 11th, might see an episode come up. But anyway, yeah, thank you very much for watching. I will see you guys next time.